Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna do what most people call it the call out. So let's get to it. Let's first add a video to our timeline. Alright, and alright, I decided I want to do a call out on this person here. So let's find a spot to cut it. Say right here, I have this selected. With this selected, I can get like a really precise cut. Otherwise, it's just gonna be free fall. So I want to cut exactly where the playhead is at. Okay, here you go. So right click on this, select new fusion clip, and then select this clip right here. Click on fusion. Now we have the only the part that you wanted it. Okay, so you notice this is gonna be a little bit different because this person don't enter until maybe frame 60. Okay, so for here, let's add a tracker. Click on this, hold control, press space, type in tracker, which I already did here. Add a tracker. Alright, so we have this tracker right here. And then what we want to do is click on this one here so you can see the tracker. So what this does is you could have screen over here, and then you turn off this screen or this screen over here. So just to keep track on your progress, or you just want to know what's going on within this node. So this is really useful. And okay, now we have our tracker here. Now let's start tracking. So this a little bit special. You notice you don't enter until frame 62 or so. Okay, I'm gonna get to that later. Let's start 64. I'm gonna start tracking 64. So on this tracking, you notice there's this little box right here. Okay, I want you to click on that. When you click on that, pretty much you are aiming at what you want to track. So for here, I'm gonna track it air. Alright, this box is pretty much to track the pattern, and this is the area that that you want the tracking to search. So that way, well, pretty much you can resize this. You want to track this little pattern here, which you can see. I want to track the air. So this little box here, you click on it, you can move it around. Okay. So you go down here. At first, what I mentioned earlier, that this person don't show up until what, frame 64 or so. So instead of using this one right here, which track the whole thing, you should just use this one. Just track forward from this current times, which is starting from here, and you track. So I'm just gonna click on this. Alright, look pretty good. It look like track everything pretty decent. So go here, come out. Alright, from here I want you to go over to this tab right here. It's important that you click onto this tab because if you don't have this enabled, it's not gonna work. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so make sure you select match move. Okay, so pretty much there's many things you can do with it. You could use, for example, you could use text. Okay, and say text unknown. Okay, you can see it right here. So I'm gonna put this right here. Alright, here it is. Okay, so let's just, for example, if you were to press play, it's pretty much move with that person, because you track it pretty much. You could have this, I don't know, like right here, over here. It's still gonna work the same thing. Okay, so that's not what we're doing today. We're doing a call out today. So let's just get rid of, well, let's just put this aside for here, and click onto the screen here. Let's add a background. Okay, now we have a background here. So on the background, select this to white. Okay, and then turn down the alpha to 0. And you notice right here, it's transparent. You notice right here, anything that's white. Okay, so now we want to add a I don't know, a square. Let's just add a clip. Okay. There's it. Background. Alright, Eclipse. So you were to look at this, and if you don't have this white, instead you have a black. Okay, you will not see it. I don't think that really matter much, you know, because if I were to click on this, even though on this I turn black, it's still here, so it didn't really make a big difference, I guess. But I just keep out white for now. So in Eclipse, okay, alright, let's go here. So I want to reduce the size. Let's just reduce it. You can do that, or you can do this, reduce it, you know. But let's move this together. So instead of doing one by one, you know, there's a way where you can just do both at once. Let's reset this. You just have to do is either one, just right click, okay, and then go to expression, and from here just go to width. Okay, that way when this move, both of them move. You see, it's that simple. So let's just have it like that size. That's fine, or maybe a little bit more, maybe this size. Alright, now we have this set up. Now we can animate this, you know. So let's just say, for example, starting at frame 70, I guess, because we started at frame 60 something, we track. So let's just start at frame 70. Put a actually no, let's just start at frame 72. Okay, make it easier. So you just put a keyframe here and go back to frame 70. Alright, and then just bring it down to 0. Okay, so as you see, it's nothing, but when you press play, it will show up. Let's see, 70. See it? You can tell it's working. You see, notice 8, and then you go key 70, it becomes 0. So it will show up right here. Okay, let's start from here. Now let's create another background. Click right here, space, background. Alright, for this one, let's add a paint. So you type in paint. Use the mask paint instead of paint for the purpose of this effect, because when you use paint, I think you're gonna need something to pass through in order to overlay. But for this, you're creating a mask paint. It will make it much easier to work with. Less complicated. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so on your mask paint, let's put this over here. For here, do the same thing. Change it to white. Bring down the alpha. Okay, so on the mask paint, okay, which is right here, go down to this right here, and then just start from right here, because when you did your eclipse, your circle is right here. Of course, you could always customize it later, but since it's already here, might as well just start from here. So you click on here, and then just click straight. You could even do a little funny thing like maybe like up here. Okay, so you have that set. Okay, so now you notice it's kind of blurry and not that set. I noticed I can't really change the colors, maybe, but anyway, we're gonna have to stuck with white. Okay, no choice. So unless there's a function for it, I don't know. I don't see the function, but I've been trying it. I couldn't get it to a different color. So from here, let's make it more solid. So just bring this down. Now it's more solid, and let's reduce the size. Maybe like right here, a little more. Okay, that look alright. Yeah, no big deal. Now let's animate this, because you want the line to pretty much come out from the circle. You know, pretty much come out and then display what you want to display. So you go down to this section right here, stroke control. I noticed if you use the brush, it doesn't have this function, so you're gonna have to use this one right here in order to get that function. Okay. So on the stroke, you notice how you can, it's pretty much come out and go out like that. So you just need to animate it. It's not that difficult. So let's start off with nothing. Okay, put a keyframe. Okay, so from here, let's just say, I don't know, maybe 80. Let's just say 80. And I'm just gonna bring this all the way out. Okay, so if I were to scroll back, you notice, there you go. You just animated the line. Okay, now let's put that aside for now, since we already got the animated done. Now let's work on the text. The text will be unknown. Let's just put up here. Alright, to see where we're going, let's add a merge. Alright, so control space and then type in merge. Let's merge these two together. No, that's not where I'm gonna this. Okay, so we have these two here. Let's click on this. Let's bring it up to right here. Okay, the text you could change any color, of course. Change it black, or maybe red. Let's do red. Alright, so now you have the text, and let's just say you wanted to animate it. you know, you wanted to come in out of nowhere and popped out, you could just like bring this in somehow, out of nowhere, and then just leave. So you can do that by first let's just add a mask, say a rectangle. So this mask right here. Okay. So this mask, pretty much anything you cover will be. It don't show. You don't want the word to come from here to here. You just want to come like maybe like slightly in the middle of nowhere. So this is the purpose of this mask here, the rectangle mask. So you just put it somewhere like, let's just say right here. Let's resize this. Let's resize this. The width and the height. So when the word past this line, you won't be able to see it because, like I said, this is the mask, as you can see. So I'm just gonna put it exactly right here. That way it's just gonna show up from here and disappear. Okay. Let's see, for here I think I should tighten it a little bit more. Okay, probably a little bit more. Here I pretty much want to cover from here, that way when it does go out, it disappears from here rather than all the way out here. Okay, so since I have the mask done, now let's just animate the text. So you click on text, you go down to this section right here, and then from here, let's see if I were to move this. Okay, actually it's this one, the second tab. I'm sorry, the second tab. So if I were to grab this little arrow, you notice the number move right here. Okay, so pretty much that means this section is responsible for the moving part. So just add a keyframe here. So let's just start with, I don't know, 80. 80 is when the line is fully up to here, and now you want the text to come in. So let's just start at 80 and let's put this text all the way out here. Okay, it's just nothing. Click onto the keyframe, which make it 0. This is the starting point, and let's just move it to, let's say, 84 or maybe 86. It's gonna be quick because I didn't give enough keyframe for it to make it smooth, but you get the idea. That's all that matters. So on 86, I will move the text in. Okay, it will automatically record that. So if I were to move back, this, see. So we have again now here. Let's just say here I add a keyframe. That way you have space in between for the word to show up before you exit. Because otherwise, if you were to just move this out and have it recorded, it's just gonna start from here, right? Which gonna come in here and then just move out. It's not gonna have time to stay, That's why I have a space between, which means like I want this word to stay here between here to here, and then from here I want it to leave. So from 92, let's just say at 96. Okay, and I want this text to be gone, no longer here. Okay, so as you can see, if I move back, right, so it come, it stay, right, and then it leave. Okay, alright, so let's go back to this keyframe here. So when this leave, okay, this might as well leave too. So I go back to the mask paint. Okay, so starting from here, right. Yeah, let me make sure it works. Okay, starting from here, yeah, the keyframe. Okay, starting from here and then up to, let's just say here. I want it to gone. Okay, and then from here you go to this equip here, okay, which is 0.8. Yeah, the keyframe, and then you go up to here. I want this to be 0. Okay, so we have this, we have the text ready. So let's merge everything together. Click here, control space, let's add a merge. Alright, now we have a merger. So you want to put this here, and then you want to grab this. Actually, this not here. You want to grab this to the foreground, background, it doesn't really matter, as long as not this two here. And then you grab this one, you go to the foreground, so this is going to be on top of the video. Okay, so from here, if you notice, it's working properly as it should. Alright, but it's not at the spot where we wanted it, right? Now what we do now, let's just bring all these things here. Okay, from here you could add a transform. Okay, that way you can move things around. Say for example, let's say transform. Okay, let's add that in. Now with the transform, you could definitely move things around. So say click on to transform. Okay, there you go. So just drag this, and I don't know, up to his face, or you could just have it on the shoulder or the face. Doesn't really matter. Okay, let's just say right there. So you press play. See, it's pretty quick. Cause this clip is pretty short, but you can animate it longer and track a little longer, because when you get to here, it's done. So okay, pretty cool, right? Alright, that's what transform does. You can actually move this around. You don't have to be the face. You could just even put it on the hand, and then it still works the same way. Okay, now of course you can also put pictures and stuff like that. So let's just say from here I want to put a picture. Let's see how to do that. Okay, so on this folder you could have either thing you want to put. Say I want to put this guy here. Okay, and you notice, drag it on. Okay, with this here, let's add a transform, control space. No, actually hold on to this and then control space, and then add a transform. Now, with this transform, you know how we notice this big. So let's resize this to, so let's just say this. Okay, and from here, you notice how there is you can have it like this, no problem. So let's add a merge, control space, merge. Alright, here's the merge. Let's take this out, add it to this side, and then from here you bring it up here. Okay, now we have this picture here. Let's bring this picture up to right here or something. Okay, and of course you can, let's see, where is it? You can animate the picture. So let's just say from here. Okay, from here, let's start at nothing. So put a keyframe here, and then say from here, right, you want it to show up. Okay, so if you were to play the back, it just showed up. It's that simple. Now, say you don't want these white, you want to clear out, which you can. So all you have to do is just click on this picture here, and then you add a Luma key. So control space, type in Luma, and then Luma key here. So you add that in, and right away you can see that it's kind of like got rid of a. So let me fix this a little bit better. Okay, you can just invert it. Now you have the black part instead of the white, and you want to like clean this up a little bit. Okay, so if you were to see the actual, you see here, and let me try to make it more clear. But anyway, you get the idea. I mean, I don't have to go in detail about it. And transform, of course, you can. Move it around. You can put it anywhere you want. But yeah, you could just key out the color you want, and then just have it like that. So that's just for that. Of course, you can have like image that already have like a transparent background, which is this one here. Let's just say this one. Let's bring it in. This already have a transparent background. So if I were to just take these out, okay, let's put this aside, and let's just have this merge into here. And now we have this. But I don't want it right here. So of course, you want to add a transform. Now we have this transform here, and then you could definitely just move it here or reduce the size. Okay. Of course, like I said, you can animate it, and it's just gonna go exactly, you know, to you with your tracking, which is cool, right? So that you can also add a picture, I guess, you know. So let's bring up a picture. I choose Rose, Blackpink. You guys heard of Blackpink? I'm pretty sure you do. So let's just have our picture here, and let's add a transform for the picture, and then let's just bring it and merge it. You want to make sure you merge two things before you put in the tracking. If you were to just have tracking and you try to merge in it, it probably don't work. But anyway, here's the picture. Let's resize it. Let's bring it here, and you can animate it. Pretty much, you just mess around with this function and figure out how you want the picture to show up. Okay, so say right here, the picture should show up already, right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a keyframe here, move up right here, and then bring up the picture. Alright, so alright, there you have it. And let's just let it pause, and then so starting here, add a keyframe. Okay, and then since it's going away, reduce the size. So come and out. Cool. Alright, that's simple. It seemed like a lot of things, but hopefully this video will help you understand the basics of the animation using Fusion and a combination of, you know, all these stuff. Alright then, I see you guys next time.